What inning are we on?
What? So, what does everybody want to talk about? Couldn't resist it. So, that actually happened last night on Smackdown. No, let's just get straight to it. Not actually against the match. Rock, Roman Reigns. It's a WrestleMania worthy match. Excuse me. No argument from me. I know why they're doing it. It's gangbuster business, as they say. It's blockbuster business, but they fucked Cody over on this one. There's no other way to put it. I just don't understand. This honestly seemed like a knee-jerk reaction, maybe to the allegations that come out. I wouldn't really, I wouldn't even say knee-jerk reaction to that. Probably to, I guess it did play a part in it. I assume, because obviously Brock's not on the card. Now Punk's injury, he's gone down, he's not going to be on the card, and if the rumours are to be believed, with now The Rock wanting to save WrestleMania, it didn't need saving, and as he's on the board for TKO, just going to swoop right in and just say, oh, yeah, thank you, Cody, I'll take it from you. Except, not against the match. I was predicting that they would at least hold this off maybe until next year. Cody wins the title at WrestleMania this year. Maybe some sort of shenanigans in the match. Rock gets involved. Maybe stops the bloodline from interfering. I know for a fact they were probably going to do the same spot that Cody lost to last year. Maybe The Rock would have countered that this year. And then, of course, they'll do the old Rock and Cena thing. They'll announce it a year in advance. And everything will be right as rain. Cody finishes his story, and that will be it. Unless there's an epic swerve, and I don't know what to believe at this point, but I just, again, I don't have an issue with the match itself, but the timing of this could not be any worse. They had Cody win the Royal Rumble from, it was number 15. As soon as he wins the thing, he points to the sign, and then he looks over at Reigns and he effectively chooses him. Okay, great, we're all set up for WrestleMania. Obviously Punk goes down with injury. That affects things with Seth Rollins, who was also looking a bit dicey for WrestleMania. Bit of a turbulent time. Okay, but the roster's stacked deep enough that they could risk it. They could get through it. And then you got the weird promo on Raw from Rollins where he's practically begging Cody to challenge him. Now, I've been a fan for, excuse me, I've been a fan for 22 years. I sound old as fuck now, but I can't ever physically remember watching and the champion is begging. I could be wrong. For anyone watching, feel free to correct me. I'd happily take the L on that one if need be. I don't remember anyone begging the challenger to face them at WrestleMania. Could be wrong, but the whole promo just felt strange. The whole thing with Rollins, it was so weird. It really, the title did feel second rate at that point. And then we get to Smackdown, and the things, Roman destroyed it. He absolutely, I don't want to use the word buried because that's way overused. He pretty much did everything but bury that fucking title. And the idea of, well, what did he call it? The loser bracket title? Man, I just don't like the way this whole finished the story arc, which has been building since he came back, and then for him to just seemingly, I mean, this could all change, but the way it's looking, to seemingly just give it to The Rock.
Bullshit!
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of time for twists and turns, which I expect there will be until they do the press conference on Thursday, in which they'll probably make it official, but I just don't like the timing of this. This is just like, they had some real good shit going on, some actual long-term storytelling, and now this has just seemingly just come out of nowhere. I know they teased it just before the Royal Rumble, but then it makes you think, well, why did Cody win the Rumble, point to Roman, and then they just did everything that they've done anyway. As far as Rollins goes, well, I guess he's going to face Cody at WrestleMania. It'll be a good match. but it'll be the 4th time they faced off. Cody's won every single time. What are they going to do? Have Cody go to WrestleMania and then lose again? Oh, well, Rollins got to get his win back. Depending on the injury status of Rollins, obviously, but it's just like, why? We didn't need to see that again this year. He beat him 3 straight times. There was other things in place, and I know that Punk obviously going down with injuries probably did affect things, but they could have easily slotted in. They had some good backup options. I mean, for fuck's sake, you had you could have Gunther. Always throw him in a mix. You know, that's always a sound choice. I know he's got the Intercontinental title. That's another issue that they could easily solve. I mean, look what they've done with this situation, and they seem to have just messed that up based on the execution of this. You had Drew McIntyre doing the best work of his run, I would say, since he held the title last. He's just become a monster heel. Could easily fit them in there, no problem. And his history with Seth, could easily slot that in, no issues. Could even do the whole thing with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's there, make it a 3-way, make it a triple threat, fatal 4-way, cover for Rollins' injury. But I just do not like how they've handled this. And don't be wrong, there's always still time. It does seem quite early how they've seemingly locked in both the WrestleMania main events. So there is always still time for this to happen. But unlike the whole Bayley and Io thing where they've just knocked that out of the park, that couldn't have gone any better as far as I'm concerned. They've seemingly locked that in. That's great. No complaints whatsoever about that. It's clearly going to be Becky Lynch winning her chamber match to set up against Rhea Ripley. Oh, so we thought, but based on what they've done in the last 24 hours, I don't think we can rule anything out at this point, but I think that's what they are going to go for. Man, it's baffling. I just don't get what... I know why they've done it. I know why they're doing the match, but it's just the timing. It's just eerily reminiscent of the whole WrestleMania 30 thing with Batista coming back and the whole Daniel Bryan story, but I mean, that was just creative. I mean, this does sound like powers above creative at taking charge in this one with The Rock and TKO, and just like, it didn't need to get involved. But that's my quick thoughts on it. I'd want to say it's a constantly changing situation, but I mean, like I said, there's still a few weeks left until WrestleMania. What, like 5-6 weeks? Could even be longer than that, to be honest. There's a lot of time for shit to happen. I'm hoping this is just a troll job. I mean, that's blind optimism, but I don't know what else they're gonna do. But they've certainly got people talking. That segment on YouTube was I think it's like the most disliked video they've done on their page now. I mean, the people are pissed. And look, it's not about, oh, well, it's the biggest match they can do, it's the box office. I get that. Look, I sort of agree doing the match. They would be stupid not to. But the timing could not have been any worse. It just makes Cody losing last year even more puzzling. I mean, if this was the call they were going to do, why didn't they just have him win last year and they could have done the Rock Roman match for this year? I don't want to hear anybody say, but he's got to pass Hogan's streak. I mean, look, does anybody really care about this streak now? He's already third longest champion in history. He's never going to reach Bruno. 8 years? I can't remember who's in number 2. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, but look, this title run has got to end. I don't think I can put up with another year of bullshit bloodline interference and just rinse and repeat until whenever at this point. And the other sort of hot rumor is that Cody was in contention now, potentially in contention for SummerSlam, where he would win the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, and then he'd face the winner of The Rock and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam in a winner-take-all match. Now, who the fuck suggested that? They've had the title less than a year, and they want to do a winner-take-all, and, they want to unify it already? It's just like, I don't know, this just seems like a lot of shit has just happened since since that Rumble win, where everything was just going perfectly, and then 6 days later, fucking gone up in smoke. But that's my quick thoughts on it. Look, I'll still be watching WrestleMania no matter what happens. It's just putting my thoughts across. But man, I appreciate it if you give me a like and a subscribe. I mean, everybody says that now, so don't ask, don't get. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. More content probably coming like this soon. You can see me trying to sort of add things and little things. I'm not gonna go on. I don't want to get into a rant, even though I've probably spent the last 10 minutes ranting. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time, and hopefully I won't have to do another one of these. Just have well, it's not going to be a smooth road to WrestleMania, but it's pretty newsworthy one already. So I'll catch you next time, guys. Stay safe.